Welcome everybody, it is another retro renaissance video for you today. Now listen, some songs were born to be hits, others born to play during a BMX backflip while a mullet flies in the wind. And there were some songs that were kind of low-key until they were in a movie, and then they became massive, and others that were only in movies that never quite became a big hit. So let's talk about those special songs, the ones that are in the movies we love, we might hear in the background, and that gave them the needed push they might have needed. So here are 10 absolute bangers that made your movies just a little bit cooler. And if you're from the 80s, we're gonna party like it's 1986, even if our knees say it's 2025, and let's go.
Looking for love, calling heaven above. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Right now.
Send Me an Angel by Real Life. This song is so perfect it could turn any moment into a spiritual awakening. You could be folding laundry and suddenly feel like you're training for the BMX Olympics. It's a synth pop jam at its finest. Moody, dramatic, the kind of song that made you want to stare longingly into the middle distance. And the earnesty in which they ask it. Send me an angel, right now. But right now, they were still clipping into their pedals for the BMX race. And yes, if you haven't seen RAD, check it out. It's an absolute great 80s movie.
Lou Jones will give local fans something to cheer about.
Yes, this song charted in the US, but barely, not nearly what it deserved. And we'll just blame it on the fact that RAD was an underappreciated movie for its time, but now, cult classic, and the song should be right up there with it.
Back to you. Open fire on my burning heart. I've never been lucky in love. My defenses are down. A kiss or a frown. I can't survive on my own. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight.
Next, Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. So yes, Footloose, Tractor, Chickens, it's all there. And Short Circuit 2, A Robot on a Rampage. Now, Short Circuit 2, of course, was not as good in my opinion as Short Circuit 1. I mean, it didn't have the goot in it, and the goot is the goat, am I right? But this song hits so hard it needs a parental advisory sticker. Kind of like what we talked about here. So Bonnie Tyler says, I want a hero, and every 80s movie director said, I got you. So it's been in Footloose, Short Circuit 2, Shrek 2. It's like the Kevin Bacon of songs. Not as big as the one we'll talk about soon, but you get it. It never reached #1, but that's just because it's too powerful and radio stations feared it would ignite spontaneous dance-off in traffic. This video is sponsored by me. You see, I don't want to go by YouTube's guidelines, I want more freedom, so our videos are not monetized. So here's my only request. If you're gonna shop on Amazon, just use the link in the description below. You can shop as normal, it doesn't cost anything extra, and it helps out our channel. We also have our Ko-Fi link in there if you just want to throw us a coffee to say thank you. We also have an awesome Patreon where we play those videos that just aren't allowed to be on YouTube. We get a little crazier, we get a little deeper, and there's some exclusive videos that aren't shown on YouTube. All those links are in the description. If not, that's cool. I don't run your life, do what you want, and I appreciate you, Ren fam. Wraith. Does anyone remember this movie? Maybe we should do a video on this entire movie because it was a messy production for sure. The end result, pretty dang good.
I see his eyes, Loomis!
Who are you?
Charlie Sheen was a problem, and half the film didn't even include him in it because he wouldn't show up. But now there's the song, PowerLove. So let's paint the scene. Charlie Sheen is a murdered drag racer brought back to life with a futuristic murder car to avenge his own death. And then, this epic hair metal ballad kicks in. So it's like if Whitesnake got sad and kind of went goth a little bit. It plays during the credits and it hurts. It's haunting, it's heroic, and yet not much on the radio. But honestly, The Wraith might be one of the most underrated soundtracks as a whole, between Lion, Stan Bush, Robert Palmer, and Ozzy Osbourne. Again, these are not songs that were made originally for the movie all the time, but man, putting them on a soundtrack was killer. It's a front-to-back sleeper hit. Oh, and I want to say, if you haven't seen the movie Trick or Treat, yeah, this one, that also has a pretty banger hit in it with Fastway.
Rock and roll, rock and roll, steal your soul. Rock and roll, rock and roll, playing and record playing, or dancing in the street. Oh, it doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. Come on, every guy, grab the girl, everywhere around the world,
Dancing in the Street. Yes, it's a cover, but I'm gonna still include it in here. And it's from a little movie called Girls Just Wanna Have Fun, starring Helen Hunt and Sarah Jessica Parker.
You can do any step you can do.
I hate him.
He's a guy and he's alive. What's there to hate?
He's just, you know? I mean,
Is he gonna call you tomorrow?
I think so.
But this version, pure dance floor fuel. It's perfect for 80s sleepovers, mall makeovers, and hairbrush karaoke. I mean, of course, I never did that. Yeah, I totally did all that. So instead of being released as a single, this song kind of just vaporized. And maybe it's because it's a cover, and it's a cover of a song that was huge. This one.
Summer's here and the time is right. We're dancing in the street, dancing in Chicago.
But no glory for it. But it is good vibes, good vibes. Now we all know this song. Whether we know it, hate it, we've all heard it. And yes, it was most famous from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And once you hear it, you know something legendary is happening. Radio never quite embraced it as much as it should have, but pop culture sure did. This is the Wilhelm scream of synth pop. So yes, it was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and that's what it's most known for, but it was also in a ton of other stuff back in the 80s, 90s, and even currently.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
There was a lot of dog movies back in the 80s and 90s, right? So why is Oh Yeah so great? It's barely even a song in the traditional sense, just deep voices and grunts, but it's instantly tied to slow motion reveals, awkward crushes, and 80s confidence. It's a perfect example of a track that's more pop culture icon than chart hit.
So cool and so inviting, hide the side. She never shows, she's a looker. That's what they say. She's got it all, yeah, she's got it made.
Now let's go on to Shadow of the Night. Have you heard of this one? I'm gonna say you probably haven't. Maybe you did. Because every time I say you haven't heard of this, everyone comes out, well, I totally knew this and this was a great song for me and it's all, #1 in my country. I do the best I can. We're just having fun and we're gonna move on. Shadow of the Night by Suicide. It's a proto-synthwave before that was a thing. So it's kind of creepy, kind of cool, makes you feel like you're being chased by laser mannequins. If Blade Runner had a prom, it would probably play this song. It never really charted, but give it to Stranger Things and it would probably blow up in a second. And I want to talk about the title of the song because it's always been kind of a little off and on of what the title is. You might know it as Looker, and it's from the movie Looker, so a lot of people do call it Looker, and I think in the credits it's listed as Looker. Here, let me check. Yep, so maybe we'll call that the official title, but I've heard it called other things. And why is it called other things? Well, probably because it wasn't officially released as a commercial album or single. There's very little documentation outside the film itself. Fan uploads often mislabel it as Reflected in the Mirror or Shadows of the Night over the years. But pretty cool song. Love it or hate it, let me know.
Got it all, she's got it made. But when she smiles, is she really smiling?
Weird sightings, things I've never seen before. Behind closed doors, an imagination. Weird science.
So this song
My creation, is it real?
is always stuck in my head, and I've watched Weird Science many times. It's probably one of my favorite 80s movies. I mean, come on, Robert Downey Jr., Anthony Michael Hall, Kelly LeBrock, of course, the late great Bill Paxton. Great stuff, good movie, and still holds up.
Out of this world.
She's alive! Alive!
What would you little maniacs like to do first?
But the song by Danny Elfman, you know, the guy that does all the soundtracks for these movies, he was also in a band, Oingo Boingo. And one of their songs was Weird Science. You know it, sing it. And honestly, this song was delightfully chaotic. Was it the horns? Was it the vocals? Was it the fact that Danny Elfman now does Batman music? Either way, this should have charted way higher than it did. It was a little quirky, but it was brilliant.
Weird science, oh, magic and technology. Voodoo dolls and chance, electricity will make it. Weird science. So don't wait down, holiday road. Holiday road. Holiday road.
Here's another song that always gets stuck in my head when I watch Vacation.
I think you're all f***ed in the head. We're 10 hours from the f***ing fun park and you want to bail out. Well, I'll tell you something. This is no longer a vacation. It's a quest. It's a quest for fun. I'm going to have fun and you're going to have fun. We're all going to have so much f***ing fun we'll need plastic surgery to remove our damn smiles. You'll be whistling Symphony Doodah out of your holes. I got to be crazy. I'm on a pilgrimage to see a moose. Praise Marty Moose. Holy shit.
Dad, you want to ask for something?
Now, nothing quite screams road trip like this song. It's pure summer joy, and yet it kind of didn't really chart as much as it should have, but I blame the dog on the bumper. If you know, you know. So Holiday Road was by Lindsey Buckingham. If you don't know Lindsey Buckingham, then what's wrong with you? Because he was one of the lead vocalists of the rock band Fleetwood Mac from 1975 to 1987. And yes, he had a little string of solo songs, and this was one of them for the Vacation movies. And if you're gonna start a band with someone, maybe don't fall in love with them, because Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham had a very rocky relationship. But it did get us this, so I'm for it.
Holiday road. Holiday road. Pretty in pink, isn't she? Pretty in pink.
We've all seen Pretty in Pink, right? If not, you should. It's a good movie. So let's talk about the song Pretty in Pink by the Psychedelic Furs. It was a song that inspired a whole movie. There's the original version, a re-recorded one for the soundtrack, and neither quite hit the top of the charts. So it's like if Titanic came out and then no one played My Heart Will Go On. Okay, maybe it's not that big of a deal, but it was a good song, and it was a good movie.
We're closed.
And I really think it should have done better than it did. And since we're talking a little bit about Titanic, it's from the 90s, so this counts, right? Yeah, and although Celine Dion got a massive hit from My Heart Will Go On, the eerie part, the music that haunts me and sings and is so beautiful, was not actually sung by Celine Dion in Titanic. And I don't want to get her name wrong too much, so we'll just call her Cecile. last one I want to talk about is also from the movie RAD. Okay, so RAD had 2 legendary songs in my opinion. So it's John Farnham, yes, Mr. You're the Voice himself, delivered a pulse-pounding synth rock masterpiece, and we ignored it. Now I can't walk up the stairs without humming this like I'm about to punch through a wall. So just answer me, why do the Australians keep giving us such perfect music? So there's my list, 10 songs that deserve more love, more spins, and more slow motion montages. And if I did miss any of those awesome underrated soundtrack jams, please let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe and do all those rad things. Until next time, keep it weird, Rin fam. We love you. We'll see you on our live streams so we can chat some more.